So I want to talk about Xiaoyu's Denbak 2, which in my opinion is one of the best low pokes, maybe the best low poke in the game. So let's talk about it. So one of the main properties of the move is that it high crushes. So that's always nice to have on low poke. The fact that high crushes is always nice to have. Another thing is it's +5, forces them in crouch, so they can't step in one direction depending on the side. And she's in back turn in their face. Another big thing is it's actually on paper safe on block, but in reality she puts herself in a mix-up as a punish. So let's talk about the unblock situation. So if Xiaoyu does Denbak 2, she has access to back turn parry, which is active in 1 frame. So it'll parry almost anything that's not a weapon, headbutt, shoulder, elbow, these kind of moves, right? So if I try to wasan for it, I just get parried. So what you need is a guaranteed up to 14 frame or faster knee, head, shoulder, weapon, elbow, you know these moves. But you have to consider other things as well. So for example, like Raven's while standing 2, which is a 13 frame elbow, it'll lose the Xiaoyu holding them back. So you have to consider not only if it's a knee, head, shoulder, etc. You have to also consider the fact of the hitbox of the move. So you need to test against the Kali roll, so Denbak 2 into Kali roll, or Denbak 2 into back turn step in case it whips against back turn step, or Denbak 2 into hold Denbak, and Denbak 2 into Tsubaki, into the punch Tsubaki. So you have to consider all these options to make sure your thing doesn't lose on block, right? So it's a mix-up situation on block. So what you're supposed to do is, if you don't have a guaranteed punisher, this is what you're supposed to do. So Denbak 2. So if I think she's gonna parry, I delay my launch. I bait the parry and then make it whiff, right? So make the parry whiff and then launch her. So that's something you should be doing. Why it has to be a 14 frame or faster is because if Xiaoyu does this and hold back, she will block. Now this hop kick is 16 frame, but also applies to 15 frame. So she will block by holding back. So the mix-up is, should I wait for the parry to whiff and then punish it, or should I try and catch her immediately? Because if I hold back to block, your punish window is going to be gone already. So if you're waiting for the parry and she blocks already, your punish is gone. So it's a mix of punish and block. So, and another really scary thing, this is why this low is super scary, because in Rage Drive, wrong Rage. So in Rage Drive, I'm stupid. Okay, so in Rage, so I'm +5 on her face. Okay, so my back turn 4 is 13 frame startup. So it'll beat their buttons, and is a mid option in this 50-50 situation. So as soon as she hits you with this in Rage Drive, you just have to guess immediately. Do I low block for the Rage Drive, or do I stand block for the mid? So both launching options. So when she hits you with this, it's a blender. You just have to guess immediately. Now let's talk about the on normal hit. So what can she do on normal hit? So a lot of Xiaoyu players like to do Denbak 2 into back turn 1. They like to do Denbak 2 into 1+2 hit confirm, or they like to do Denbak 2 into the low. Now you can actually dick jab all these options on hits, right? You can actually dick jab all these options. That's important to remember. Don't let Xiaoyu go ham on this against you. But she does have an answer. She does have an answer. So if she does the low sidestep into back turn 4. Now she sees the jab whiff confirms the jab, and then back turn 4 after the sidestep. So you need to be careful. She also has back turn 3 to low crush the dick jab, and she also has back turn hop kick to crush the dick jab. Sorry, she has back turn hop kick to crush the dick jab. So as you can see, the situation is still in her favor, but just know your options that you have, because most Xiaoyu players will flowchart out their back turn options, which won't frame trap normally. Like she has to commit to this to frame trap, or she has to commit to back turn 4 to frame trap, which you can punish on block. So if the Xiaoyu is on point, they will sidestep, see the jab whiff, and then punish them with back turn 4 or back turn 1+2, 1+2. So know your options as the Xiaoyu player and defending against Xiaoyu herself. So yeah, and also Denbak 3, standing 3 into Denbak 2 works. And I think on big characters, she didn't get a consistent combo before. So with 3 into Danbaku on bigger characters, she gets like a proper full screw combo nowadays. So yeah, I think Danbaku is crazy. Like the Savity on block, the mix-up punish on block, the high crush, the plus frames, the range, the fact that it gives her immediate 50-50 with rage drive, and it's a pretty good situational hit as well. With her, this low here is also 2 damage stronger. So in general, her poking just got a lot stronger. Complemented with this move as well, and it tracks her weak side. So this move is really loaded. It does a lot for the character. It's like assisting moveset and properties already. So yeah, in my opinion, this minimum top 5 low pokes in the game. I could argue it for being the best low poke in the game. Alright, thanks for listening, guys.